Mr. Anthony Luker.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me both honor and great pleasure to stand before you today, marking this 34th annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Service. It gives me great pleasure to be surrounded by excellence on all levels. And as no slight to anyone else, I want to give our award recipients and honorees a round of applause for the Black excellence that you are seeing today. I'm going to start out with a quote from Dr. King, one that resonates with me and that I apply to my daily walk. It's from his Love Your Enemy speech, which was penned in November of 1957 and given in Montgomery, Alabama. Now, first let us deal with this question, which is the practical question. How do you go about loving your enemies? I think the first thing is this: in order to love your enemies, you must begin by analyzing self. We begin to love our enemies and love those persons that hate us, whether in collective life or individual life, by looking at ourselves. So let's continue to challenge ourselves each and every day and love everyone in spite of. And we can do that by demonstrating a willingness and an ability to step outside of our own comfort zones. And most importantly, understand that everyone who occupies this space that we are in deserves to be here and deserves to occupy it. So let's look at them as fellow human beings and let's look to support them and love them each and every day. Thank you very much. My second order of business, I stand before you today to recognize a true stalwart in our community, a man who has had a tremendous impact and also a graduate of this fine institution, as I am myself. Mr. Bernard Griggs Jr., a 22-year Mason journeyman of the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Union, Local Number 1 of Pennsylvania and Delaware. Bernard Griggs Jr. is also the first African-American full-time representative of the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Union Local Number 1, which deserves a round of applause. Mr. Griggs was elected as the Sergeant of Arms for Local 1's Chapter 35 in 1998, and in 2000 was appointed as the union's first ever full-time organizer, chosen from a candidate pool of over 2,500 other eligible members. In 2003, Bernard was appointed and still currently serves as a full-time business representative of the Philadelphia Building and Construction Trades Council, where he represents 42 unions encompassing 80,000 members. Bernard is also the co-chairman of the Council's Safety Committee and is chairman of both the Bucks and Montgomery County Building Trades Committees as well, respectively. Bernard chairs the Powerhouse Area Labor Management Committee, which oversees construction work at Exelon's nuclear and fossil fuel-powered stations in the Philadelphia region. In 2006, Bernard was appointed to the Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission Board by then Governor Ed Rendell. The board is responsible for assuring safety and convenient passage over 20 bridges linking Pennsylvania and New Jersey, which is very important, especially in these days of the infrastructural issues that we are facing. In 2008, Bernard was appointed by the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners to the Montgomery County Strategic Economic Development Policy Task Force. This task force played a key role in helping develop a county-wide strategic economic development program for the county's 7-year, $105 million effort to revitalize older communities and attract private investments. In 2013, Bernard was appointed by the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners to the Montgomery County Development Corporation Board. In 2014, Bernard was elected to the executive board of the Greater Philadelphia chapter of the Coalition of Black Trades Unionists. Bernard is responsible for the coordination of the volunteer labor of the building trades unions that donated thousands of hours of time to help nonprofit groups. Some of these notable examples are as follows. They completed a renovation of a house in Philadelphia for the Pennsylvania Legion Housing for Homeless Veterans Corporation. The entire construction of this project was filmed and aired on the primetime TV program HGTV Changed the World. Also, the construction of Imagination Land, which is a playground for special needs children in Bensalem. The complete interior renovation and installation of a new 3-story elevator for the Gilda's Club Cancer Center in Warminster, and a new monument for the VFW Post 9198 in Bensalem. And the list of accomplishments goes on. Some of the awards and honors that Mr. Bernard Griggs has been recognized with is Bernard was a 2013 recipient of the NAACP Bucks County Branch Pioneer Award. He was also the 2015 recipient of the Montgomery County Democratic Committee Labor Leader of the Year Award and the 2015 recipient of the Jack Costello Boxing Club Award. Bernard and his beautiful wife, Ella, of 20 years, reside in Bucks County, Pennsylvania with their two daughters, Madison and Mackenzie. And to take it a step further from Mr. Griggs' accomplishments in the professional arena, what's more important for us to recognize is that he's a great husband and a tremendous father to his two wonderful and beautiful daughters. So that's why we found it appropriate to recognize him this year, not just because he's rooted here in Abington Township, but also as someone who continues to help advance the mission of Dr. King. And in addition to that, Dr. King's commitment to stand in solidarity with our union brothers and sisters. So today, I bestow upon Mr. Bernard Griggs Jr., from the Philadelphia Building Trades and Construction Council, this Community Service Award 2019 for his dedicated service to the community in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., dated January 21st, 2019. And I'm going to accept this on Mr. Griggs' behalf as he is away on business and was unable to join us this evening. But please give him a round of applause.
Okay, as we close the program now, I'd like to award the 34th Annual Memorial Award to Ms.